We know that those of you that's following us via our YouTube channel or via our Facebook feed, or those that is online with us at www.gbn.gd. I'm Joseph Cadore, and welcome to the televised edition of the Mid-Morning Buzz. You possibly ask the question, what good could come out of COVID-19? Trust me, a whole lot of things could come out of COVID-19. And here to tell us some of the excitement that's been brewed up and stirred up down there at Hubbard's, specifically the food fair, is the marketing officer, that is Donnelly Blackman. Good morning, Donnelly. Welcome to the program.
Hi, good morning to you. How are you doing?
Well, it's just another great day in paradise. We're having fun. I see you have a little bit of palm tree swing in the background and all of that.
Most definitely. Right now, I'm just relaxing. Yeah, this is a Caribbean vibes.
It's a Caribbean vibes, chillaxing. So you chill during the day, taking a Caribbean vibes, but when you have to shop, we shop at the food fair?
Most definitely. There's actually no better place to shop, and right now we've made it even better.
It's a crazy campaign, and when I say crazy, I mean crazy literally in the best sense of the word. Individuals, you can win free groceries for a year. You can win in excess of $10,000, $9,000 up for grabs, and a whole lot of different things. Take us through the campaign and what can we expect during the life of the campaign.
Right, excellent. So as you said, it's a crazy promotion, and at this point, it might sound a bit even more crazy with regards to the time that we're in, you know. And at Harvard, we understood how difficult it is, and our strategy has been shifted from just trying to look at revenue and how much we can gain, but we have moved focus to trying to sustain our communities, our customers, and sustain ourselves. We know that it is a difficult time. So this is our way of giving back, and we decided to come up with this really exciting promotion where a shopper can win up to $8,400 in groceries, and that is groceries for 1 year. Now, how you can enter, as long as you shop, you spend $50. For every $50 spent, you will receive an entry form, and you place that entry form in the entry boxes that is branded and is at the supermarkets, both food fairs that's on the Carenage and at Grand Anse Shopping Center. So you just place these entry forms into the box, and at the end of the draw, or at the end of the promotion, actually, there will be a grand draw, and at that point, the winners will be selected and announced.
Promotion started on the 15th, runs until September.
Exactly.
First day, of course, the winner, they get free groceries for 1 month. Second place, free groceries for 6 months. Third place for 3 months. There's no reason why anybody shouldn't get involved in this one.
It's actually, for the first winner is free groceries for 12 months, so that's 1 year. Mm-hmm. And second winner, free groceries for 6 months. Mm-hmm. And the third winner, free groceries for 3 months. Right now, as you may have been following up with our previous promotions, December promotions, it's like a thing to look forward to now. In Grenada, the Shop and Win promotion at the food fair. No, the procedure or the format is pretty much the same. And if you can recall, last December we had one customer winning multiple times. And that is the catch of it. One shopper name can be drawn all 3 times, and they can win the entire $8,400. Now, how at the end of it, we're going to issue vouchers, so that the vouchers will be issued monthly, right. And the shoppers can now come into the supermarket and pick up their grocery items for the value of the vouchers that will be issued monthly. So imagine, that you now have the opportunity to shop and not spend a dime. You actually will be saving each month on your groceries.
And you get an opportunity to win, notwithstanding, because you have the option of shopping directly at the on location itself, or I know you do offer
Yes.
that online facility.
Most definitely.
It doesn't.
And where that is, sorry, go ahead.
Oh, that doesn't matter which platform you utilize. You get an opportunity to qualify as well.
Definitely. Doesn't matter. And again, with the web store, the same rules apply. What would happen is that when you shop, and the delivery guy comes to deliver to you, then they would come with the entry forms, and you fill it out. They take it back, slip it into the entry box, and there you go.
I mean, there's no doubt on that. This is quite an excitement in the middle of the year. It kind of begs to us, if this is what food fair is throwing at us in the middle of the year, come December, it's going to be no holds barred.
Well, December, we still have the big, great promotion that we have annually. And as you know, each year is getting even bigger and better. Like last December, we included a spin the wheel. We included even more winners, and if you can recall, every Friday I was at the supermarket spinning the wheel, giving away hams, giving away wines, giving away different items. So yeah, I mean, it's getting even more exciting as the year progresses. So look out for our Shop and Win promotion come December. But this one, it is a tremendous promotion, and it is something also that we're looking to continue. So there's a lot of great things ahead.
And I know, of course, for those who probably have reservations. Some people that you hear them say, boy, I never get a chance to win anything in these promotions. But the reality is, Donnelly, outside of the opportunity to win,
yes,
I mean, at Food Fair, you boast of being the place where you can fill your basket without emptying your pockets. So it's a win-win either way, isn't it?
Exactly. You would say that. No, I had an experience with one person where they were at the Grandin supermarket, right? And they just made the same comment. I don't even think I'll follow the entry form because I don't win anyways. I've been shopping here for years and I don't ever win anything. And I said, you know what? Hold on. You just never know. And I encourage them to go ahead, fill out the entry form, put it into the box, the entry box. And I went ahead, they did what I suggested. We put it into the basket and we mix it all up, spin it there. I did not even pick the name. I called a customer to go ahead and select the name. And won't you believe, that person walked away with a big hamper from Food Fair. They actually won, and they couldn't believe. They were about to walk out the door, and I said, no, you just hold on, you just never know. And they stayed and they won. So
the day you decide to shop, it may just be that day.
Exactly.
Donnie, I know there's going to be a lot of excitement, of course, over the next couple of months. But certainly you would want to. I mean, I want us to create a little bit of excitement today as well. Yeah, because of course, when it comes to Hubbard's, it comes to Food Fair, it's always about giving back. And some folks are saying, well, you know what, you can't come into the Food Fairs yet, you come in next week. But maybe you can just be lucky enough. They can just be lucky enough, Donnelly, to win something today. What can we give away today?
Well, right now I have some T-shirts that is branded with the promotion that we're having now.
Right.
Free food for 1 year. And I'd like to give away 2 T-shirts.
Okay, so here's how we're going to do that. So the number, of course, on the inside is 435-2041. 435-2041. Let's see, so race to the telephone line. 2 T-shirts, we want possibly 2 calls. Let's see how much you've been paying attention. It's going to be one of those blind questions that Donnelly is going to throw at you. 435-2041. You call and Donnelly is going to throw a question at you. Food Fair, of course, so we've had a long history of Food Fair, but there might just be somebody, Donnelly, just of course, tell us about the Food Fair, your different locations, and not just about Food Fair, but the operations altogether at the different locations that you have.
Right. So at the we now have, I'll let you know, we have both locations. That's Grand Dance and
Well, hold that thought for me, because we have a caller that is online. Classic. Good morning, you're live. Good morning. Good morning, caller. Unfortunately, the other person seems to have hung up. 435-2041. That's the number on the inside. We have another call. Let's go back to the telephone lines. Classic. Good morning, you're live.
Hi, good morning.
Good morning to you.
Yes.
Well, this whole Donnelly has a question for you. Donnelly, callers online. Throw your question at them.
Right. For the first winner for the Shop and Win, what is the first prize? Sorry. First prize for the Shop and Win promotion, what is the first prize?
Groceries for 12 months.
Oh, gosh. I mean, that seemed almost too easy. It seems almost too easy, Donnelly. Just one moment. Well, God, let's make it official. She probably would prefer if you say to her, Donnelly, congratulations.
Yes.
So congratulations to you, caller. You've won yourself a T-shirt, compliments of friends at Hubbard's and Food Fair. If you don't mind, I'm just going to give me your telephone number, and I would call you after the program to make the arrangements with you. I don't need your name as yet. Just give me your telephone number.
You're taking it on air?
Yes, if you don't mind.
440. 0480.
0480. So we'll call you after to get the rest of your particulars. Thanks a lot.
All right.
Great. 435-2041. It was that easy. Donnelly, she probably woke up this morning not even sensing in the spirit that she was going to be a lucky winner. Well, a blessed winner, a blessed person this morning.
Yeah.
We have another caller that is on the line. Classic, good morning. You're alive.
Morning.
Good morning to you.
Morning.
Wonderful. Donnelly, we have a caller online. What is the question?
What is the start date of the promotion?
Question for you, my dear lady. Easy one. The start date of the promotion.
The end of June.
No. I give you an opportunity. It has started already. It has already started.
Oh. It started at the beginning of June?
No, I'm sorry. Darling, you want to give her one more opportunity?
Yes, we can.
We're going to give you another opportunity.
Mm-hmm.
Any date comes to mind?
Pardon me?
I'm saying you give an incorrect answer. We give you another opportunity to try again.
It started June 15th.
Oh, don't like you just play with us all the while, man. Okay. Well, congratulations to you. Congratulations to you, my dear. If you don't mind, you just give me your contact number, and I will call you after the program.
Okay. 444. 4914.
4914. Thanks a lot, and congratulations to you.
Thanks. Bye.
Bye-bye. Well, Donnelly, it was literally that easy. Two winners,
yes,
two calls, two winners. Yes.
And then we're only getting warmed up. Within the coming months, as the promotion progresses, each month I'll be at the supermarket giving away loads of items from the supporting brands. We do have some sponsors that I cannot forget to mention. We have Dutch Lady, we have Promos, we have Chief, we have Danny. Yeah, right. So we will be providing you with the loads of giveaways, compliments, these brands. We also have Supreme, that's Supreme Day, the manufacturer of bleach, which becomes now an essential in these times. So look out for us within the supermarkets. Each month end will be there.
Well, certainly we want to continue to be part of that. We're almost out of time, Donnelly. Any information you feel compelled to share before we say goodbye?
Most definitely. Well, I can, again, continue to encourage all of our shoppers to participate. The entry forms are there. You just never know. Don't ever second guess or count yourself out, because that lucky person could be you. So continue shopping. Remember, at the food fair, you can fill your basket without emptying your pocket, and we made it even better for you. So continue shopping.
That's the word for the weekend. Don't ever second guess yourself, because at the food fair is a place that you can full your baskets without emptying your pocket, and they've made it even much more exciting for you. Again, remind you, the promotion started on the 15th, runs until the end of September. Loads, really, really, really exciting. In excess of $9,000 in groceries up for grabs. At the end of the draw, the first place winner, you win 12 months of free groceries. Second place, 6 months. Third place, 3 months. I certainly, you just got 1,000 reasons in there why you should shop at the food fair and be part of this exciting exercise. Thanks a lot, Donnelly. All the best to you on your campaign. That was Donnelly Blackman, the marketing officer there at the food fair at Hubbard. We'll take a quick commercial break. When we come back, I'll be linking up with the general manager at the Communal Cooperative Credit Union, and she's going to be talking to us about an exciting series, literally, that they kick off next week, Monday. Quick commercial break. We'll be right back. On GBN, all the stories, from politics to industrial unrest. Tourism. Light it up. Light it up. Station 2 Grenada. Entertainment. Sports and culture.
Great shot there of Anderson Peter from Grenada, the Commonwealth Games bronze medalist.
See more on GBN, your most credible source for information. Nightly at 7.
Feel good facts.
Help prevent cold and flu by washing your hands with soap and water for at least 20 seconds. That's the time it takes to remove most germs. No soap and water? No worries when you've got alcohol-based hand sanitizer.
Feel good facts.
Remember, if you have flu symptoms, do the right thing and stay at home to avoid giving it to others. Remember, you can be infectious up to a week after developing symptoms, so rest up and take it easy.
Once you hear them, you know exactly who they are. It's the voice there of Percy Sledge. Good morning to you, Grenada Kaku. 20 minutes gone past the hour. This is the televised edition of the Mid-Morning Buzz. And again, welcome to those of you, wherever you are. We continue. COVID-19 continues to be an ongoing conversation, and it is said that it is here with us, and it's going to be here with us for a while. The challenge now is not, well, where did it come from? The fact that it's here, the pandemic, we felt its impact. And the question is, how do we survive COVID-19? And how do we transition in the years, the months, and the years to come? And certainly is on this backdrop, I want to say congratulations to the wonderful folks at the Communal Cooperative Credit Union. Literally, they've done magic and wonders. We're getting ready to unveil a 4-part mini-series that starts on Monday. And of course, we want to congratulate them for putting together this remarkable series titled COVID-19, impacts and opportunities for Grenada. My guest this morning is the lady that has been given the task to head the team at the Communal Cooperative Credit Union, is General Manager Lydia Courtney Francis. And I want to take the opportunity to say thank you, Lady Francis, for being part of the program. Good morning to you.
Good morning.
Good morning. Good morning, good morning, and welcome to the program. Of course, when it comes to communal, there's always exciting things that comes from the company. There's always something fresh, something excited, and I know you pride yourself on being able to be a leader in the marketplace. But for this, let's go specifically to this upcoming 4-part mini-series. You've done a really great job of attracting a nice cadre of professionals to kickstart what I hope is going to be a continued conversation that you taking off on the first leg, of course. And so I want us to talk about that mini-series, put it in perspective for me. That series kicks off on Monday.
Okay, thank you again, Joseph, and good morning to Grenada and wherever you are in the diaspora, wherever you may be listening to us from today. We feel quite humbled, actually, Joseph, to be able to bring this series to the people of Grenada, Carriacou and Petit Martinique. I heard all the accolades before you introduced me, but really we feel a sense of responsibility to do this. The feeling of loss is prevalent in Grenada. So we want to be able to help people to think about recovery, about restoration, about prosperity. You know, we understand that if we really cannot do better if we don't begin to think better. So there is the psychosocial push we really want to induce, and therefore it is by no accident that we are starting up the series with the psychosocial element. You spoke about the cadre of people we've been able to attract. Well, we just tried to get the best talent, Joseph, for this. Yes, it was not easy to attract this caliber of men, but I'm pleased we were able to secure them. You know, I believe there is a lot they can offer Grenada in this series. I mean, we say that the talent of men is scarce, so people might say this is an all-male team. You know, what happened to the women? And we will all make our contribution, because I will be there too, Joseph. I'll introduce the series. And so this is a men's time to shine, if I may say.
That other gender, that conversation, I'm not taking part in that one. I'm not taking part in that.
We're not being sexist or anything, Joseph.
I know.
We're not being sexist. Joseph, we actually had a woman on the panel, you know.
Right.
And she came to me and said, Lydia, I think this gentleman is better suited for this segment. I highly recommend him.
Right.
And we went to the gentleman and he said, yes, Mrs. Francis, I will do this for Grenada.
Okay.
So this is not where we started. This is just where we're ending.
I know people, they're getting excited because they're hearing about this distinguished panel and they start to wondering, whoa. But we are going to get to them though. But paint a picture for me though, Lydia. When this is all over and done with, we felt the impact of COVID-19. We've all gone through it. And thank God we haven't suffered any casualties on our end locally. But we felt it, the impact on school, transport, what's happening in the international markets, the place we should. And slowly we get it back to a state of normalcy. It's going to be a new normal. And the question is, how do we navigate through that new normal? And how does this mini-series fit into and answer those questions?
Certainly. I mean, I think the advent of COVID has really disrupted lives across the world and right here in Grenada. And it has brought many things to the fore. I mean, there is this sense of hopelessness everywhere. Therefore, we sought to plan and execute this mini-series that will really awaken the spirit of resilience of Grenadians and place squarely on the table the urgent need for us to hasten the financing, to hasten the business development support, to really begin to look inward. I mean, this is gravely needed to rejuvenate rural development. The topics for the series were also very carefully chosen because I think that there is just so much we can do more of in Grenada that, we just don't, the whole question of food security. And yes, Joseph, there has been a lot of talk about this, but this series is about not just a conversation, but getting beyond that. Yes, we want to address the scars that COVID-19 can create in our people, if we're not careful as a nation. So we're going to discuss the psychosocial element, and as we seek to invite our people to overcome this adversity and to begin instead to look to hope, to look to opportunity, what is currently possible, and in this first series we'll hear from Josh Hector, who's our very own psychologist here at Communal. We want to address the core by focusing on rural development, Joseph. I don't think this can be overemphasized, and on small businesses. We know that small businesses are the real engine of our country's development. If we follow, we'll see that the small business sector grew the most last year. Yes, of course, there is health. Yes, of course, there is education. Those areas are critical as well. We're not discounting that, because like both health and education are fundamental, and they're a serious component of our human capital. We want our people to be educated, and we want our people to be healthy, and then the burden on the country is going to be less. But we also need to move this country forward. So we must begin to think differently and really focus on development in rural Grenada. Looking at enabling policies that the government needs to put in place, looking at financing, try and making agriculture, friendly and appetizing. We're watching this aging population that is in agriculture, and, if we're not careful, the industry will move on with them. But no, we want to really look at how we can engage our youth, how we can make agriculture modern, how we can look at technological advancements. There are a lot of examples we can follow, in the world. So the second series is going to be headlined by two doctors, Dr. Stephen Fletcher and Dr. Dunstan Campbell. We really want to examine how we can extract beauty from the seeming ashes that COVID is creating, not just here, but across the world, And of course, we cannot forget the vital role our government plays as a critical partner in all of this. So we're going to look at the economic perspective, but from a small business focus. So we'll have Minister Joseph, who is also our line minister for cooperatives, and Stephen Benjamin of the GIDC leading those two, where we would really delve into the critical nature of this sector. We need to harness small businesses to be successful, Joseph, not just to operate, but really, how they are to operate for them to be successful, what we need to do to support them, what do we need. And when I say we now, I don't mean we as in the communal, I mean we as Grenada, we as a financial services sector. What do we need to do to move these people forward?
The excitement, it starts on the Monday. There's Tuesday, Wednesday. It climaxes on Thursday night. And no doubt you've literally brought in another distinguished Grenadian to wrap up the series. Tell us about him.
Yes, Joseph, of course. We're wrapping up with Grenada's very own son of the soil, Dr. Nicholas Braffett. I don't think he needs any introduction, but he will examine for us the way forward, We're all in this, our head is all in this, all of us in Grenada, and we just thought, let's get somebody from outside looking in really, and who can give us something we can really chew on, So we look forward to his contribution. We need a new way of thinking, let's just say, and of course, Dr. Braffett, all of the speakers will be introduced on the night, so I don't want to take anything away from here about going into their CV on any of that. That will remain for the night. But just to say, we know that Dr. Braffett is an inventor, he's an innovative thinker, he's a successful entrepreneur, and I could go on and on and on. And we also know that he loves his country, Grenada. So us all being in the situation, as I said, I believe we need to have somebody from outside, with a different focus and a different perspective that we could glean from. So I'm really excited that he has agreed to grace us with his presence on that night, Joseph. And we call that series the grand finale. We're going to take all the time we need. We're going to talk. We're going to engage. And please, we ask Grenada to participate.
Indeed, to participate. Now, we've had a lot of discussions since COVID-19, and there's been a lot of webinars. All of a sudden, Zoom has literally been thrown into focus and the likes. But I think for the community, you've taken a different approach here, and you've literally galvanized mass local media and social media. Tell us about it.
Yes, Joseph, as I said, this is a national discussion, so we have to be able to reach the people in that way. We don't want anybody to be marginalized. And you're right, some of the technological platforms we've been using have not really enabled some of our people to follow and to participate. So our objective is to reach everyone that we can possibly reach in Grenada, Carriacou, Petite Martinique, and the diaspora as well. So our objective is that no matter where you turn that dial on those 4 nights, between the hours of 8:30 p.m. and 9:30 p.m., we hope that every Grenadian will be listening to this series. And so it will be anchored on GBN. We want to thank you very much for that. And we will link up all of the stations, GIS, Nike Live, our own Facebook page, North Grenada, the country radio. Joseph, we're really looking for every one of them to come on board with us. And because we're hoping this series will really provoke contributions and get listeners, stakeholders, everybody with the same thinking that we are a nation, we are resilient. This is where we are. We must build from the ashes. We can be self-sufficient. We can. And I can go on, and we will, because we have to start thinking differently. We have to start looking at smart solutions, smart agriculture, for instance. We're seeing the transformation in education. Joseph, toddlers are studying via Zoom. I wonder if we know that 3, 4, 5-year-olds,
Right.
So I believe this is where we can really make the difference. It's time to go beyond the discussion and to take action. So as I said, the series is an awakening, but it must translate from discussion to action. It requires all of Grenada to do that, all of the players in all of the sectors, public and private. We're just leading on this, and we call on everyone to participate.
Indeed, a national conversation it is going to be. You refer to this as being a development agenda 2020. Do you have expectations of other players in the achievement of this as well?
Yes. We know that the government have a number of task force in place, and so we know the government is doing its part. But I'm talking about private sector now, NGOs, the rest of us, so that these pieces can come together. So in hosting this series, we want to say that everyone has a part in moving Grenada forward post-COVID, and will need to support our government and all other partners and stakeholders. I think this requires our populace to understand the role they have to play as well in the development of our country. We have the kindness of donors, our diaspora. The list can go all on and on. We're all in this together. But as I go back to say, it has to be beyond a talk session. And certainly, I will tell you from Communal's point of view, we are committed. We're going to be listening attentively to the series, and you can look forward to what Communal will support coming out of this series. And we'd like others to do the same, to act in kind.
As we get ready to wrap later, I'm going to give you just a few minutes to remind the nation where they need to be come Monday night, well, for the entire starting Monday night, and what, of course, would be, just remind us, as to be the highlight of that conversation.
Yes, Joseph. So again, we're starting on Monday night. So your listeners will know that Monday night is usually the famous Beyond the Headlines program. So we're going to fill that slot from Monday night, and we're starting with this psychosocial impact. I encourage all Grenadians to listen in for that, to see, the simple things that we may overlook that we can do to help us through this. Joseph, this is affecting all of us. It's no secret. In one way or the other, some of us are not even aware of the impact it is having on us, of actions that we're taking, of things that are happening in our lives, not realizing that it may very well be COVID. So there will be a lot of advice there. And then Tuesday night, we roll to the rural development perspective, emerging from the ashes, we call it. And Wednesday night, the economic perspective with a focus on small businesses. And of course, the grand finale on Thursday night with Dr. Earl Braffett. Grenada, post-COVID-19, what can we expect? I encourage everyone to tune into this mini-series. As I say, we try to have it on all networks. Even if you have your mobile device in your hand, you should be able to find somewhere, and the networks, every one of them we've engaged, Joseph, and we're hoping at this time that, we've got every one of them. GIS, as I said, we'll be linking up with GBN, so everybody will be taking their feed from here. And and I want to say a special thank you, Joseph, to all my staff. I mean, if people recalled when we posted this first poster that said coming soon, when we unveiled this, it would have been in May, I think, quite a while. So you must understand that to put something like this together takes a lot of effort. And I'm very, very thankful to my team at Communal and all the partners, all the external persons, because we didn't do this alone, Joseph, I should tell you. There were other people helping us coordinate this and accessing the speakers and so on. And, we will give our thank you on the wrap-up to those specific persons and especially to the presenters, Joseph, who have graciously agreed to give up their time and their talent. We want to say an enormous thank you from Communal, and thank you to Joseph.
Well, of course, he doesn't want to, of course, encourage all Grenadians. This is a national conversation that's been led by the Communal Cooperative Credit Union come Monday night in the regular Beyond the Headlines slot. The conversation is going to start there. And as Ledger intimated, we're covering you on all ends. Once GBN is involved, we throw everything at you. So there's going to be the YouTube channel, Lydia, there's going to be Facebook, and there's going to be the entire suite, the power of the GBN, with Communal. Thank you, Ledger Courtney, the General Manager of the Communal Cooperative Credit Union. Congratulations, and of course, well done on your initiative on this mini-series entitled COVID-19 Impact and Operation. 20 minutes onto the hour of 12 o'clock. Thank
you, Joseph.
Thank you, Ledger. All the best to you. 20 minutes on to the hour, reminding you at the top of the hour is going to be the midday edition, a production of a news and current affairs department. And certainly we want you, as you plan your weekends, start planning next week as well. And of course, remember you're tuning in from 8:35 for what is going to be a really, really, really exciting conversation that starts, of course, with the psychosocial impact of COVID-19. We're looking at all the different aspects and how it affects us as a people. Tune in there. I want to say, of course, goodbye to those of you that is on television. It was a pleasure being here with you. I'm going to continue with you on radio for another 10 minutes or so. JC, of course, we say thanks for it. And for those of you on television, happy Father's Day to all of the men in Grenada. And then I'll say a happy Father's Day to those who deserve it. Yeah, I'm separating it. I don't want you for a split second think that me, you, and everybody else, we're in the same category. So those who didn't get this honorable mention for Happy Father's Day this year, at least you have another year. The good Lord's willing to be part of it. So long, everybody. That's on television. Have a great weekend. If the good Lord's willing, we do this all over again next week, right here on GBN's television in the mid-morning. Quick commercial break, and we'll be right back.